What's going on, people? It's Mr. Dore back again with another podcast. I hope everyone's fit and well. And yes, the big game tomorrow, Man City away. Can Forest get a shot win? Last time we won there was FA Cup 3-0. If you do remember, please let's do a test. Who got the goals? Let's play a little game. Who got the goals in that FA Cup win? What a win it was. If you're new to our channel, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new and get involved, people. What is your score prediction? And from the poll as well, people, who do you think is going to win? I put Man City, draw, Forest, or Forest. So please get involved with the link. Right, we've got the man himself, the legend, the Australian dude, the man himself, Aussie Day. How you doing, David?
G'day, mate. Doing well. Just admiring your Manchester City themed Nottingham Forest jersey that you've got over your left shoulder there, Ben.
I love it. This is an unbeaten top.
Is it the Murato top?
It's a Murato top. I love it.
Well, they're definitely not wearing that one tomorrow, are they?
Why not? We should wear it, man. We should wear it.
I think I'm not even sure they'd let you on the field if you were trying to wear that one. But yeah, what an exciting time. Forest are back with a win. Over a team that we should have beaten, and we maybe didn't play that well, but sometimes you just got to get the points. 1-0 in the bank. Let's go into the two Manchester matches and see how we go. Ben Dore's just putting himself up in a six-star hotel up in Manchester for a couple of days and then going to each of the matches. It's going to be a terrific time for the DoreOntour vlog.
It's going to be fun, people. But before we do talk about, like I said, in the last show, David spoke about he's got a YouTube channel. And it's been up and running for quite a while, but I thought people loved hearing David as well. So I've put in it's called ET Stand Podcast. Please, if you can, go on. If you're watching on YouTube,
subscribe. Give us a subscribe. If you want to hear me rant about my other love, which is the Cronulla Sharks rugby league team.
Exactly. Then jump on that. Just talk about it so people can understand what you do. Because like I said...
Well, we've got a bunch of mates. So the ET stand is named after Andrew Ettinghausen, who's the best-looking rugby league player of all time. And he's the champion player for the Cronulla Sharks. We sit in the ET stand, a group of our 5 mates, and we just love talking about it. It's a thing that brings us together. It's very similar to the Nottingham Forest one. And I'll say I probably wouldn't have had the energy and enthusiasm to create that if it wasn't for that moment. Well, to be honest, if Nottingham Forest don't get promoted to the Premier League and I don't click on the link to join the DoreOntour International Fans Show, I probably don't ever go and create that, Ben. So you are actually the reason why the ET Stand podcast exists. You and Steve Cooper.
Don't say that, my friend.
You and Steve Cooper are the reason that channel exists. So if you want to jump on and have a look and watch us carry on about a rugby league team that's as heartbreaking as Nottingham Forest, I can't choose good teams, Ben. Why? I choose teams that suck you in. They get you to third in the Premier League, and then they're like, oh.
Like the people, what you do if you're on YouTube watching this, go on and click on it. It's in the title. Click on it, subscribe, and you can hear David talk about another sport that he loves. So please do. Like I said, it helps his channel as well, and listen to his mates from in Australia as well. So please do subscribe to his channel as well. Defibrillators in football, if you can, click on the link. Support Amanda Gretton with the defibrillators as well. I'm getting a hoodie top soon, so if you want any merch from her, please do. Like I said, she does a fantastic job as well. Right, let's talk about it, people. People in the chat. Before we do, let's got the legend Charles, Aussie David. Evening, both. Hope you are both okay. Another legend of the show as well. David, massive game tomorrow. I said before the show he hates Man City. I thought,
I can't stand Man City. 115.
Talk about it, David. Why do you hate him?
Well, they're just a nothing team, and so as a 1990s Premier League kid that's come through watching English football for a very long time, they're not one of the. I just don't regard them as one of the champion teams, and I just think that the way that they've gotten there with the 115 cases and the money that they've spent and the way that it's just not an organic build. Whereas, Nottingham Forest rise back up the table has been a bit more organic, Brighton, the way that they've done it. Even Tottenham and how they've, risen from a 10th team to a 6th team has felt a little more organic. I just don't like Ben, I just like them so much. I don't even like clicking on their highlights or watching a match because I don't want them to be given a click from us. So therefore, I just, yeah.
Dave, let me flip it, okay? And what if Forest had the Man City money? Would you like it?
Well, yeah, then I'd just completely switch teams and it would just be, yeah, great.
Say again.
Then I'd just completely switch teams and it would be great. But we'd still have the financial fair play rules and bogging us down because Marinakis could spend more money. He's just not allowed to. And so it all comes down to how many Nottingham Forest fans we can attract and what revenues that we can pull in. So the sponsorships and getting more monies out of that so that we can buy the better players is just the journey that we're on. Whereas Man City seem to have cheated that organic build.
We don't know that it's allegedly. Like I said, they've been charged.
Yeah, sorry, allegedly. Yeah,
allegedly. You don't get sued by all the lawyers that Man City deal with.
DoreOntour channel shut
Listen
down.
to me, right, people. Man City, I'm not involved. I'm not involved for what David's saying. So if you want to sue him and sue his channel as well. Don't sue. I'm not getting involved for what he says, people. So
well, it's just a little bit. It's just not. It doesn't feel natural in it. Like the Leicester City Premier League win, for example. Like,
yeah,
they earned that and they had a good team and they did it and, it was wholesome, whereas Man City doesn't feel wholesome. But yeah, we're talking about it off air as well. Do we think we're getting Man City at a good time? Would you rather play a team that's won 7 games in a row or lost 7 games in a row?
David, are we? That's the main people in the chat. Are we getting Man City at the right time? Or, like I said, is it 7? They've not won in 7. They're going to be cheesed off, and they're going to take him. Like I was saying to David before the show, I think it was 2 seasons ago. They lost 2, drawn 1, and they took the anger towards another team and won 8-0. What how are you feeling about it? And people in the chat, how are you feeling about it as well? How are you feeling, David, about it?
Let's flip this around. If Southampton had won 7 in a row or had lost 7 in a row, when would you rather play Southampton? And the answer is when they've lost 7 in a row or not won 7 in a row. So why does that not apply to Manchester City? Because of the quality of the opposition that they've got. Now, the problem that Forest now has is that we are no longer an under-the-radar team. And we need to be, if a team is going to play against us, they're going to research us and they're going to understand that we've got the quick wingers and not as skillful in the middle and sometimes. And so they'll just work out how to play us, whereas other times we could surprise teams. So they're certainly going to be well ready for Nottingham Forest. It's a little unclear how Nottingham Forest might want to play. I would roll out the Christmas tree style Liverpool formation. But the centre of midfield's not as strong as it has been because we've still got all of the injuries. So I think you do want to play them at this time, even though they might be a little bit angry. And I'd rather them be angry than be on top of their game and skillful and fit. And I just think that also maybe the Manchester City players are aging a bit, Ben.
Yeah, De Bruyne is 34. Kovacic, he's 32.
Yeah, then
Kyle Walker's 35.
They've been a good team for a long time. It's very hard to be a top team for 6 years. As long as they've been and maintain that level of consistency, and everyone's trying to get them. And I think you're Chelsea, right? We want to play them now.
Chelsea people are saying play them now. When I speak to Forest fans, I say play them right now, but at the same time, you've got to humble yourself, and they've still got a good team. That's the problem, David. Like when they play the second half of Liverpool,
but they've all got all those top 6. They got good teams, and they like Newcastle. They came to play when they took us on, and they slipped against West Ham. They came to play. Like the top teams, they're going to come to play us. It's going to be harder for us to beat the top teams now because we're one of the top teams. We're not 17th, we're 8th. And 8th requires more attention. And if you're also a team that's finishing 8th or playing to 8th or 7th or 6th or wherever you think we might sit, they're going to be watching us and thinking, well, how do you go and do it? So we've got a bunch of guys that are suddenly a bit out of form, Ben.
Let's change subject to Forest as well, because I've not spoken to you for quite a few weeks. Like when we played against Ipswich on Saturday, We won 1-0. And what was your reaction from the lineup? And because everyone kept saying Jota Silva play, what was your reaction with Jota Silva starting? Do you think he should start against Man City?
Well, I'm captain of the Anthony Elanga fan club.
Yeah.
I thought we missed the set pieces of Anthony Elanga. I think his accuracy on the pass has been underrated. I've been banging on about that on all the different shows that I'm on. Look, he had good energy, Jota Silva, and I think Elanga's a bit injured, so I thought it made sense to give Jota a go. Also, we've got a string of matches now, and I think we're starting to see the impact of not refreshing and changing the players over. I think Yates and Dominguez could have used a match or two off, not because they're necessarily playing badly, but just to freshen up. And so I think the 20 minutes rather than the 90 minutes for Elanga might be a good freshen up. Geez, Gary Birtles was hammering Callum Hudson-Odoi in the commentary on
Was there?
from the goodness me, he was hammering him, and he was pretty much right. He had probably his worst game I can remember him playing for a while. Jota was quite good, so maybe it's a.
Would you drop? Would you drop? Because the question was Hudson-Odoi. Like I said, he's been questioned as well. The problem is, David, we're 7th in the league, and yes, Hudson-Odoi, he's not being as great as we think he should be. But would you drop him against Man City and people in the chat?
Well, is it dropping or is it rotation?
Dropping.
I don't think it is dropping. If Callum Hudson-Odoi doesn't play against,
it's dropping. It's rotation because we've got a good squad, David. That's the problem. We've got a good squad.
It's not. Well, how much better is Callum Hudson-Odoi over Jota? Like genuinely?
No.
Marginal or like a couple of points?
Couple. I'll say.
Yeah,
I'll say a couple because if you look at it, right, Jota Silva, that's his first start in the Premier League. Hudson-Odoi, he's got the experience of being in the Premier League, and I think it is. Is it every time he's got the ball, and when you like I said, I know disrespect people who can't get to the game. He's always ganged on by at least 2 players.
Oh yeah, they're picking on him now.
I'm picking on him now, so it's difficult. His trademark like he does. He gets on his right foot. It's difficult for him to do that. So you've got to give some leeway for Callum Hudson-Odoi, but at the same time, he's not been. He's been
our top guy. I think you're.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think you're dropping. I don't think you're dropping Callum Hudson-Odoi, but you might be managing his workload. Is the only reason. He's one of our top guys, so you got to be playing him as much as you possibly can. And same with Morgan Gibbs-White. You're clearly going to play them when you can. But it might be you might think you've got a better chance of beating Manchester United than Manchester City, and maybe you just work out, all right, well, we can play Callum Hudson-Odoi, Elanga and Jota for 75 minutes each, 60 minutes each in each game, or 120, 150 in both matches. I don't think you want to play Callum Hudson-Odoi for the whole 180 in both matches. That might be too much of a load for him. So I think that's what it comes down to. So I think you'll see. Well, look, he doesn't like to change a winning lineup, so you could very. And also, Elanga's got that bung shoulder. I think if you're seeing 2 wingers, you're going to see.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because, like I said, last season it's like we had to play him because we had no one to replace him. Because now we've got a squad, and it's like it's good to talk about. Hudson-Odoi's not playing, bringing Jota Silva in, or we can bring in Sousa in, or even Anderson can play in a role, and it's a good problem, isn't it, David? Because last 2 seasons we can't talk about it. But I don't know.
We'll also think of the psychology of it. They're playing Manchester City. They're the top team. Your top players are going to want to play. So leaving Callum Hudson-Odoi out against the top team, that might annoy him. Yeah. So you just got to go with your stars against.
Right, let me flip it though. And people in the chat, we beat Liverpool. Him and both Elanga and Hudson-Odoi was on the bench, and they come on. Maybe we can do that again. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, that's a good plan, and I'd probably stick with that plan. So it depends on the player management and how you land that message with them. Hey guys, we're going out with this style, and you guys are going to come on at the end if we're chasing, or if to provide us with something different when the guys are a little bit knackered. The problem we've got with that strategy is that if you take those 2 players out, they're definitely in our top 11 players, and so then you start having to need James Ward-Prowse or play Murillo in the center of the midfield, which you're obviously not going to do, and you've got to manufacture a solution, or you're playing Anderson deeper. He's the one of the top. He's a top 3 player for Forest. Callum Hudson, probably behind Gibbs White.
Question is, what is your top 3 Forest players? People in the chat as well. That is a good question as well. What is your top 3 Forest players at this moment of time? And people in chat get involved as well. Who's your 3? Because we've got, like I said, we've got a good team now. We've got a good squad. We've got.
Well, if you were doing a pick 'em, Ben, me versus you, and you've got to pick 11 Forest players versus 11 Forest players. The player you would, I think, I would choose Murillo first. I think.
Would you? Sorry, I've got to disagree on that. I'll put Milinkovic.
All right, so you pick. I like Milinkovic too.
I like Milinkovic. He makes Murillo play better.
Who's going to win in the match, or whether you're choosing for who's the best player? Milinkovic is with Murillo. They've just been absolutely awesome.
Exactly. People in chat, get involved, man. Get involved. Chelsea says Milinkovic.
Well, if we're playing this game, you can choose. You get to choose third, Ben. Because
okay. So I pick Milinkovic. Callum Hudson-Odoi for me.
Okay. All right. Well, that's my turn. I'll take Morgan Gibbs White, thanks, and I'll take Chris Wood. So I reckon my ones are better than whoever you choose.
I've been a bit too.
Yeah, but no, because I go 1, then you go 2, then I go 2.
Okay. So that means I've got a bit. Does that mean I've got a bit Tower then?
Well, you don't have to pick Tower because you might get
Yates then. I pick Yates.
My 3 are definitely better than your 3. Goodness me.
Hey, come on, man. You
think Yates is the 6th best player in Forest?
Well, because he's different. He's different to the rest of them, isn't he? Okay. Milinkovic, Hudson-Odoi. I'll say Morgan
Anderson, Chris Wood, and Morgan Gibbs White. They're clearly the top 5.
Yeah,
I'll do a player tiers for you, Ben. I tried to like David's player tiers of like where they each sit.
No, okay. Let's pick 5 people. People in the chat. What 5? What's your 5-a-side team? Let's play that 5-a-side. So I'll put Sells in goal. You put Sells in goal.
I'm just going to play. I'm going to play Murillo in goals because
rush keepers. Rush keepers.
No, you don't need a keeper in 5-a-side.
That's what you say in England. You know, we haven't got a goalkeeper. You call it rush keepers. So you haven't got.
I'm playing Murillo as my rush keeper because he can shoot. I reckon my 5-a-side beats your 5-a-side. You can have Sells.
No. Okay. No goalkeepers. Right. I'll pick Milinkovic and Olaena. I'm picking Yates. Morgan Gibbs White. No, Yates, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Morgan Gibbs White. That's my 5-a-side.
That's your 5-a-side. Well, I'm picking Murillo just for the drives from deep. I think in a 5-a-side, you've got to have Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs White just for their sheer skill on the ball, and also the when you're in the 5-a-side, you need those kind of silky Zidane-like skills that Elliot Anderson's got.
Yeah.
Callum Hudson-Odoi's move will still work in the futsal. And then who else would I then choose? You know what? I've got to go Alanga as well, just for the accuracy of the passing. But that's for a futsal team.
Question: we know with Alanga, do you think he's getting treated bad by our family?
Oh, absolutely. God, Forest. Yeah, he's such a good player, Anthony Alanga. Like his accuracy on the pass and stuff that he does are very under-heralded and underrated. Like he is better than Jota. If Jota played a string of 5 matches, everyone would be jumping up and down saying, "Get Alanga back."
And that's the thing. I've always said, and I said consistently, he's a player that like he can come off the bench and make something happen. And that because people need to remember, like Jota Silva was that close to going to Olympiacos, close. Because he's still at Forest and he's made an impact off the bench because maybe 1-0 up and he can make a little bit difference than he has. I still don't think he's a player that can play the full 90 minutes and make something happen. Because I don't think he can. I think he's a player that can come off the bench. Yes, he made the penalty. Let's keep it real. But I just don't think he's a...
Well, he's not. This is the one that I say. I always liken it to this. Remember when Morgan Gibbs White came off the bench?
Yeah.
And the instant reaction was, wow. And the things that he was doing, he's not been that good off the bench. That's how good you need to be off the bench to win a starting spot and just immediately cement yourself into the team. He hasn't been that good. He's a great player. We're lovely that we've got him. But can I ask you, Ben, to change the subject?
Ask it.
We get a penalty against Manchester City. Would you have Chris Wood kick that penalty? Or is it time for another penalty kicker change? Because I think he's getting closer to a miss. He belted that one up the middle.
I've got to back my man, Chris Wood.
You're going to back your man.
His penalties have been good, to be fair. Was it Brighton?
I think you've got to change the penalty kickers up because of the psychology of it. Like there's always a miss coming.
Well, Morgan's White, he never misses, does he? The way he
doesn't miss when he plays for us.
I'll stick with Chris Wood. He's just on fire. The penalty, especially the penalty against Brighton, that was a great penalty. But the one against Ipswich,
I didn't rate that penalty against Ipswich.
He just blasted it. The keeper wasn't.
Yeah, but if the goalkeeper still, he saved it.
David, are you coming here just to troll?
I'm not trolling anything. I didn't love look. I'm captain of. I've got a Chris Wood scarf. We got it on the receipts. I said Chris Wood would come good, and he has.
You did. I've seen one video.
Chris Wood would come good. I'm just saying that I think you change your penalty kicker taker up just to keep it fresh, so that it's not always on the same person. It's just an interesting choice of also putting the penalty kicking on Chris Wood as is it as simple as, well, we want to actually, because what has he got? 2 penalties or 3? At least 2. 2.
Yeah, he's got 2 penalties. People try.
That inflates his goal scoring numbers and puts him up with Salah and Haaland. And so it's also just a bit of jostling. It's definitely 2.
It's definitely got 2. If I do remember, definitely got 2 people on chat.
Remember that feeling when Taiwo Wanyi went up to kick the penalty in the Carabao Cup or whatever the damn cup.
Yeah, he missed it. Hit the bar.
And you just, I don't think he hit the bar. I think it's still flying.
It's like, it's still flying.
Yeah, it's still going.
You know his run up when he done that. I thought, he's gonna miss that.
Oh, you know that feeling of like, oh no. I'm close to having that worry now with Chris Wood. I gotta admit, I'm starting to worry. So, look, I love to be proven wrong. I'd put Morgan Gibbs-White on the next penalty.
Pete Walsh said, I will drop Campos and Doyle Lango and bring them in the second half when Match City players stop tired. That's what I was talking about, Peter. Like I said, especially the Liverpool game. Right, the last question. Like I said, would you have the same, like, people, again, what's his name? Ward-Prowse. He's not been great for us since. Well, you can't say that because Rietzi and Dominguez have been playing great. So you can't. What can we do? What can you do though? That's the problem. They have been good. So if Dominguez or Yates wasn't playing great, Ward-Prowse will be in, right? So
I think we're going to need Ward-Prowse in the next couple of matches because they're so tightly.
Because I've seen it on the social media that West Ham want Ward-Prowse gone. I think
as in gone from Forest or gone from them.
No, I think we want to sell him. So I've got a bad feeling he might be recalled back. But I feel Forest need him, if I'm honest.
Well, we certainly need him. Well, especially with Sangare possibly being injured for a little bit longer and Danilo taking his.
Danilo's been back.
Serious amount. We probably need to buy a centre midfielder in the window, to be honest, which we wouldn't have thought we needed to, but we probably do.
I think with Forest recruitment team, I think it's been great this season, and it's good to see.
How do we get James Ward-Prowse to feel? I still feel he feels a little on the peripheral of the team. You know, you see that you watch the clips of the trainings, and he always comes in on his own, and he doesn't seem to be as good a buddies with everyone else. And look, if we're going to beat Man City, it's maybe it's the one to have him on the field and give him a chance to pull a performance out.
I still feel he can do something for us, David. I really do. I think he needs that set piece.
All he needs is one free kick that wins us a game, and imagine if he's on the field and he does a free kick against City and we win. Like, he's instant legend status.
Instant legend.
That's all it needs. Is just one.
Is that Callum Hudson-Odoi against Liverpool? He's a legend as well.
Yeah, it just needs one moment.
Imagine, David, in 89th minute, Ward-Prowse scoring a last minute win tomorrow. That'd be lovely.
I quite like Ward-Prowse as a player. I fear for Dominguez and Yates that they've done a lot of running over the past.
Loads of running. This what scares me, David, because Ryan Yates he's got one more yellow card so he gets suspended as well. So that's what.
I would play Yates until he cops that suspension.
Yes.
When's
it run out? People, I don't know because there's a line where all the bookings go. People in the chat, someone might know in the chat. I think I saw it in December. There's a cut-off point.
I think you'll find Yates will pick up a yellow card against Man City.
I think he will tomorrow.
He'll pick up a yellow card against Man City.
You know, it's the first 5 minutes. The first 5 seconds. If De Bruyne plays, just take him out.
Well, you know that I don't like players getting yellow cards in the first half because they typically get done in the second half. It's just too long to go. I think Nuno needs to work a way for James Ward-Prowse to get into the game and feel part of it. And the send-off that he had, like he was part of that match, and it was a moment that he certainly took one for the team. And we're still talking about whether he should have tackled him or not. I was on team tackle him. And he just hasn't found a way to feel part of that group. And all it needs is one free kick. And I think, that's what we're going to need. Play some Italian football. Just play for the free kick. And
question, David, and as well, people, make sure you do hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well if you can, people. Make sure everyone subscribes to David's ET Stand podcast if you can. Like I said, he's a YouTuber now.
Not Ben Dore, but I'm trying.
No, everyone make sure if you have subscribed in the chat, put your thumbs up, please. Please do. Thumbs up if you have subscribed to David's channel. Another question, David, I said, and I don't know if you know, every time Morata comes on.
I know this. I picked this first. This is my take. You're trying to.
What do you mean? When? When was this?
I've said Morata is undefeated as a Nottingham Forest. I've been saying it.
And it carried on, and it carried on Saturday as well. He comes on. Would you start him tomorrow if Forest play a back three?
Oh yeah, definitely. If we play the back three, he's certainly the pick. Well, who else would you pick? Bolly. Bolly has been in the wilderness. Yeah,
Bolly. I know. Bolly. Yeah, Bolly. You know what? I was on a discussion with Jamie Martin, and we've got some good centre backs like in Morata, Bolly, Bombadilli. I know he can't get a sniff in the game as well. Zach Abbott, and he played today for the under-23s. I think we won 2-1. I think.
If you play the back three, you start with Morata and you've got Bolly as your off the bench option with just an absolute beast. And as we know, Bolly can only play 3 games in a row, Ben. So he's due for another run in the team and then due for another injury.
He is due as well.
And so by not playing Bolly, it means that we're keeping him injury free. And we, to be honest, haven't needed Bolly. If the injuries had happened to the centre backs like they have the midfield, then Bolly is a key squad player. But we haven't needed him. He's a terrific player for Nottingham Forest, Willy Bolly. He just hasn't. He's getting towards the end of his career. He's still a Premier League quality player. He's just not an every match starter anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that, Willy Bolly. You're making a great contribution. And when we need you, we call on you and you're going to do a job. 100%. But I'd be, if you, I'd go the 4-3-2-1
4-3-2-1
formation.
Like saying against Liverpool.
Yeah, and I'd have.
That's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, but I think we're going
to have Anderson and Morgan Gibbs wide as your
number 10s. Yeah,
as your 2 number 10s, and they can fan out wide when they need to, and then you play James Ward-Prowse, Yates, and Dominguez in the middle of the field. You have Yates. You say Yates, go get us a free kick on the edge of the box. Ward-Prowse, go get us a goal, and we try and win 1-0. And then we bring Willy Bolly on for Elliot Anderson and really park the bus at the end. Play Taiwo for Wood and just try and hold them out. That's how we're going to.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking so positively. That's how
we're going to win. And then
how is everyone feeling tomorrow? Like I said, I know I'm always deluded sometimes with the results and that, but I've got that little feeling we can get. I'm happy with a point. Who wouldn't against a Man City team? I gotta look. Are you confident, David? I know you got a school pitch in the WhatsApp group. Why? Not even a little bit. Not even a little tiny bit. People in the chat, how are you feeling?
Forest are clearly at the top of everyone else. That's where we sit. We're not Arsenal, we're not Liverpool, we're not Man City, but we're the top of that. Oh, thanks, Peter. We're the top of that. We're the top of that pile, and the top teams know they have to play when they turn up to play us, and they'll be well prepared, and they'll know the different moves of everyone, and they'll be well ready. And
see, Chelsea's got the confidence as well. 1-0 Forest. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I don't know. It's going to be tough. But it's just that little feeling of what happened last time when Rodri got sent off. This time he's not playing. If we just boss them, if we bully them, I want Yates to not to do a routine tackle on De Bruyne, but a legal tackle. I want him to get the ball on the player.
Well, they've been looking forward to this match too, Ben. So you could tell they're a bit off against Ipswich, but they still got the job done. They are looking forward to this match. It's a big match. It's one you put on your calendar. When are we going to?
100%.
When are we going to play Man City?
I'm going for it. I think I said it.
Are you going to tip a win in our tipping competition, Ben?
I've been saying it. I think we'll win.
All right. For those, so letting you in behind the wall of mystery of the Ben Dore channel.
No.
There's a text message group with all of Ben Dore's friends, and we have a little running competition of the tipping comp, and you only have to tip the Forest matches. And there are currently 2 leaders in this tipping comp, and they are both on this podcast right now.
Oh yeah, there is.
There's 2 leaders, right? We're on equal number of points. And normally I taught Ben, I said, "Oh, Ben, what are you going to do this time?" And choose something different. But I thought I'd get out first and choose the Man City win to see whether Ben see how the psychology goes and whether Ben.
No. I'm going for it.
You're going to go for it.
I'm going for it. I think we'll win 2-1.
If Forest win 2-1, you will open a gap at the top of the DoreOntour. We've got to work out a way to let everyone in on this. People
in the chat, who do you think is going to what's your score prediction? I know Charles and Peter Walsh said it. Everyone get involved, man. What is your score prediction for the game for tomorrow, man? It's going to be massive. Can't wait. It's my 3rd time I've been to Etihad, and it's a nice stadium.
How you getting there, Ben?
I'm going on Forest coach.
You're going on the Forest coach?
Yeah, because Malcolm had an operation on his eye. And he can't really.
Now he is a one-eyed Forest fan.
Yeah, I don't. Malcolm, you are a miserable. He's miserable.
Is he all right, Malcolm?
He's fine. Okay. But he's a miserable. He is a miserable kid. That's why, Mark. I don't feel Malcolm on the bus. You know when he's grumpy, I've got to tell his missus. So I've got like a notebook. I said every time Malcolm's been nasty to me, I'll tell his missus, and he's been nasty to me. So Malcolm, make sure we're on the bus and be nice to me on the bus, okay, Malcolm? Hearing this.
You singing songs on the bus?
You know what? I've not been on a Forest coach for years, David. I've not been on a coach for years, so I don't know. So I hope it does.
His name's Marillo. He wears a red.
All right, I've got a super chat, and this is from Spesh. Thank you for the £4.99, my friend, absolutely legend. City, our team playing badly, not a bad team. We will need to be absolutely best to get a result, 100%, and that's what I think.
Yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah, that is a very good.
That's the right take. You need 11 players to all play there really, really well, like we've had a few weeks back. We need Yates tackling. We need Ward-Prowse set piece delivery. We need Morgan Gibbs-White creativity and chasing balls down. Chris Wood being a menace. We need to freshen up Moreno just to be quick. Aina doing his stuff. We need the scramble of Murillo. How fast is Murillo in those defensive moments?
Yeah, but like I said, he's fantastic because Milicevic makes him fantastic.
Yeah. I tell you, did you watch the goalkeeper training video that Forest TV put out?
Yeah. Did you see Des? Did you see Des in it?
I did see Des in it. I was wondering if that was Des.
No, that was definitely Des.
It's a bit hard to miss Dez's big. He's on the right of the screen, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's right on the screen.
It's a bit hard to miss.
He doesn't look happy. He didn't look happy in that video. Des, why was you happy in that video? Tell me now. But special thank you for the £4.99, my friend. Absolutely legend.
I thought the goalkeepers in that clip though, Ben, they looked really fresh in the training, and even Wayne Hennessy was working them really well. So he's
I think
he's just on the coaching staff now, isn't he?
I think he is, but I think we'll sign him. I think we'll sign him because I think it's Aaron Bott. Aaron Bott's the third choice goalkeeper. I think because because we're 7th in the league, and if he gets injured, Sells or Miguel, I couldn't trust. I no disrespect to Aaron Bott, he's going to be a fantastic goalkeeper for Forest, but just if something happens, we've got a good experienced goalkeeper.
How's the other young kid going in the it Shelby or whatever it is? Whatever happened to him?
Oh yeah, he follows me on social media. He does. I don't know where he is. To be fair, he was at our Irish team, if I'm honest, but I don't know where he is. You know what? I might message him, see where he is at. Forest could have him. I don't know what. I don't know. You know what? He was good enough to be a League One, League Two team.
I thought he was all right.
Yeah, but he follows me. Shout out to Selvey as well, my top.
But Spesh is right. He's right. We need every player to get their best results. So
exactly. Dore is right. Has been. See, thank you, Spesh. See, someone sticks up for me.
Jeez, you guys just steal my takes now and just claim them as your own.
No, I did not steal your takes. I thought yeah. You got it right.
Well, I said Milenkovic was a gun as well. You just wouldn't fight Milenkovic. Imagine having to fight him in an alley. God.
Listen, don't mess with the Serbs. Don't mess with the Serbs, man. That's why. What's his name? Vidic from Man U. I thought he was a monster, but I still can't believe we signed him for 12 million. It's just
what a piece of business.
What a business.
You got to think about it. Like that deal for Anderson and Vlachodimos, and then getting Milenkovic in. And then Milenkovic, like we would have swapped Milenkovic for Niakate, but we sell Niakate for almost twice as much as Milenkovic. It's like criminal.
David, and as well, and when we sold Niakate for, what was it, 30 million? I think it was 30 million. And I asked myself, who are we going to replace? But we've got to upgrade, a big upgrade to it.
Oh, massive. They're like guns, those
guys.
Isn't
it? It's amazing.
Yeah. And even Morato's maybe arguably better than
Morata. You know what? When we sell Murillo, I think we got a decent replacement with Morata. Because Morata
got a more than decent replacement.
And got that player he's on loan at Olympiacos. I forgot his name now. People in the chat, what's his name? David something. He's on loan at Olympiacos, and he's good. Well, this is what Olympiacos. You know what? I need to do a video with Olympiacos lot, if I'm honest. But yeah, he's good as well. I think our recruitment's been fantastic this season, and I don't know, man.
Let's answer these two comments. Let's answer Spesh's one first. We've got to purchase one after some panic buys.
David, we finally got a purchase right after some of the stupid panic buys we made. Yes.
Well, my take on that, Ben, is that we've actually they've gotten smarter with the purchasing, and my other take is that Nuno is a little better than Steve Cooper was on advising him on exactly what he needs to improve the squad, and so you just see a little bit less helter skelter. It was just not. You're right. The word panic is a good way of describing Jesse Lingard and John Joe Shelby.
Let me ask a question with the word panic, because when we got promoted to the Premier League and we brought in these 30 players, we had to be panicked because
it had to be.
We had to be panicked, and that's why. And in the second season, we got. Like I said, was we panic again? Do you think?
I just think we were throwing the proverbial SHIT against the wall and seeing what was sticking. Yeah. And Morgan Gibbs-White stuck. And then it took us a little while to get a few other ones. And Taiwo Wanyi has, I think, been quite successful and stuck as well. Yeah,
his goals at the end of the first season, same with Brennan, kept us up as well. So, and the question, just like Spesh said, we've not panicked. We've not panicked at all. We brought in some good players, and the players that we brought in, they've all been. It's too early to say. They've been successful in their own way. if you know what I mean.
Well, Sangare hasn't hit the lights out for the.
Yeah, Sangare
should be as good as.
I'm about the third season. We bought Sangare in the second season, but I'm talking about the third
Sangare
season.
still needs a bit of time. Sangare should be as good as Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White. He hasn't quite hit that level yet.
He needs to. I always, like I said, since we brought him and now he's. I saw it in the post, David, and people in the chat might agree or disagree with it. He's like a Jack Carvalho right now. Mm. That's how I feel as well. Yeah. So, Leicester won 3-1. Let's see 1-3-1. Oh, great. Go for it. I can't believe that. Put them down.
New manager bounce.
Yeah, he went last. West Ham was shocking.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, they're definitely right, not panic buys. And then what was the other comment we've got up here?
Would you like to see?
You answer that one, Ben. My answer.
Would I like to see Soda get a full game on the wing? People in the chat get involved as well with all these questions you can. It's a question that we said earlier on about because Sousa is a left winger. Would you replace him for Callum Hudson-Odoi?
No.
That's the thing.
I'd love to see him get it if we had a Carabao Cup match and he could get a run in that, or we had
like in the FA Cup we got Luton and I'll play Sousa and Jota Silva in that team. But the thing is, David, the question is,
FA Cup full strength, Ben. Full strength.
But I think when we played Newcastle, our reserve team gave him a game. But the question is, David,
we lost.
Yeah, but on penalties. It was on penalties.
Yeah, but penalty still counts as a game.
I understand that. But what I'm trying to say, David, like the game when we played, not a game. The question is, with Sousa, will I start him? If Callum Hudson-Odoi played, the question is, like I said, if Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't play good against Man City or Man U, and then you started Sousa against Aston Villa, it might be a good thing. If you understand what I'm trying to say, because it's a squad game now, and we need squad players because in case Hudson-Odoi gets injured, if he gets injured.
I just want to overload him with
yeah.
He's susceptible to an injury.
The question is to will I start Sousa? Not yet.
Yeah, I know he hasn't done enough.
Yeah. Well, he scored against Brighton, and remember that shot. What game was it? You used that game as well. That shot he did against West Ham. It was right at the end when the whistle went.
Yeah,
That's
but still, when it breaks for him and Silva, you're not as confident with them.
So that question, J Rock and Soul.
That's not fall victim to classic podcasting and just who's on the bench and we just want to bring him on.
Yeah.
Callum Hudson-Odoi and Elanga are absolute gun players and are a big ingredient for why Forest is so good. Keep the faith, guys.
Oh, you keep the faith, but just don't. I know there's like quite a lot of people darting him, but there's a reason why Newcastle wanted it for 50 million because he's a good asset to whoever plays, and I just hope he gets Roller Green tomorrow and has one of his best games in the Forest shirt tomorrow, like the rest of them, because they've got
to. Need him to. I'd be tempted. I think to answer that question, I wouldn't full game. I'd be tempted to give him more minutes off the bench than maybe 5 or 7 or whatever that not so useful amount's been getting. Conscious Ben, you're going to want to wrap me up soon, so I've got a couple of things to hit through for you on my notes that I just want to hit through. One, I want to say to you, Evangelo Marinakis, you are looking great at the moment. Having a regular haircut makes you look really sharp, so make sure you get your haircuts regularly. You're looking freaking awesome, healthier and fitter as well. You can tell, can't you, Ben? He's looking great.
You know, tomorrow, David, and Forest fans, I don't know if you know, Sky Sports, there's a video about Mr. Langer Marinakis on, it meant to be today, but Malcolm said it's on tomorrow at 10:15 on Sky Sports. It's going to be a very interesting show. So I don't know if you know, 10:15 about Marinakis. He talks about Forest, Edu as well. But he wants to buy the Brazilian. Is it?
The Brazilian team that he wants to.
Yeah, Vasco Gama as well.
Healthy and also his interactions with the team that came and was there at halftime and some of the stuff that he's been looking great. Applaud you. Chris Wood, congratulations on equaling Brian Roy. What I will say about that is that Brian Roy was the top goal scorer of Nottingham Forest, top period in the Premier League of that 94, 95. Yeah, of those. But he was there for a couple of seasons. Chris Wood has equalised that. I don't think we've eclipsed that time in the Premier League yet. This time, if we were relegated next season, would not be more special than that 95 era. But if we can stay up for another couple of seasons, then in 2028, I'll be saying this period was better. So congratulations to you, Chris Wood. But look at the Stan Collymore score of 22 goals. That was in one season.
I see the goal. You know what, David? When Forest drawn 3-3 with Man City, Stan Collymore scored one. It was a great goal. Great goal.
Yeah.
Stan Collymore. Everyone's in the 90s. Everyone says, "Oh, who's your favorite player?" And everyone assumes I say Stan Collymore. Yeah, Stan Collymore was one of the best strikers in the red shirt. But Ian Wine for me. Even Ian Wine scored in that game.
Ian Wine. Well, Ian Wine's in the top 5 scorers. And other than that, I think booing the Premier League song, Ben, has run its course. I don't think we generate any advantage from doing that anymore, whilst it's incredibly funny. And I love how funny it is when you turn up to the City ground and you hear the Forest fans booing the Premier League song. I think we don't need to bother doing that anymore. I don't think it does anything. I don't think it does any benefit for us. It's incredibly funny, don't get me wrong. And I just don't know if we should bother doing it anymore. But
we keep doing it. No, Dave.
Fair enough. All right,
David, till we win the Premier League, we'll carry on doing it.
Till we, goodness me, it's just so fun. Like, if for any Forest fans that don't have the privilege of getting to go to a match live, it is hilarious and amazing when the Forest fans boo the Premier League song. Don't get me wrong. It's ironic. It's funny. I love that we do it. It's hilarious. I'm just not sure it's doing us any favors when our owner and our managers are getting banned from the touchline.
David, think about it. When we went to Leicester game and we were singing Steve Cooper's song, and now
it was hilarious.
And now he got sacked. I put the video up and it wind up so much Leicester fans at all. And again, look, this is what happens when you slag the manager off. And we're singing sarcastically towards him. Oh,
the Nottingham Forest sarcastic chants, they are amazing. And don't get me wrong, it is absolutely hilarious. I had a friend of mine say, I went to the Chelsea Nottingham Forest match. I thought I was supporting Chelsea. And then the Nottingham Forest fans were just too funny. So I switched. Switch teams. So the amusement of just the Nottingham Forest fans, it is good. I don't know. I just think it's run its course, but I don't know.
No, Forest fans, keep doing it till we win the league. We'll win it, but just when. Just when. We're going to wrap up in a minute, people. Like I said, make sure everyone do subscribe to my channel. If you can, please do hit the like button if you can, and make sure everyone subscribes to David's channel as well, E2 Slump Podcast. He does talk about his rugby and all that. So please, if you can, it's in the title, click on it and subscribe. And if you have, put the thumbs up and please say you have subscribed as well. It's in the title. So all you do is click subscribe as well. David, I know we're 7th in the league and we've got Man City, we've got Man U. What's your predictions for tomorrow's game? And what's your predictions for...
Sadly, I'm predicting a Man City 2-0 victory. And Manchester United, that's going to be tough as well.
It's not.
I'm going to pick that we're going to lose that one as well, Ben. Sorry. Sorry, it hurts.
This is the last time David will be on this show. So people can say get rid of David because he's not.
I'm so sorry, guys. I just.
Well, no, it's what it is. If you think Forest lose, and I said on the other podcast with Jamie and Chelsea was there as a witness, get the receipts, Forest win both games. That's what I said.
Oh, wouldn't that be good? Jeez, I can't wait to come on the next version of this show and just be wrong. Doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often.
You got to have it. No, you know what it is? I think, and shout out to Dave Asprey. Dave Asprey always, he shoots me down, but not in a negative way. He just say, Ben, you need to calm down a bit. And I understand what Dave's trying to say, but it's just a good feeling to be 7th in the league. That's all it is.
Yeah, we'll be 9th in the league if we drop the next two matches, which will be a terrific position for us to be in and something that we can build on towards the end of the year. But yeah, look, Special's comment was right earlier on. We need all the players to be on. We need some special performance. They are going to be up for this match. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be in this. Like, it's not like we're getting whooped 6-0. Like, we're going to be up for this. We're going to be fighting. The players are going to have these 2 matches in their diary. What can we do? We're primetime matches, big focus. You know, there's no reason not to believe we're not going to give him a shout and a shake. But there's nothing wrong. And Spesh is right. Be realistic, dream big. Let's go.
Yeah, David, big shout to Dave last weekend. He's always realistic and he always shows respect to the fellow teams as well. That's why everyone loves Dave. Everyone loves Dave Raspberry, man, because he's always balanced. He keeps me in check. Dave does. I know Dave has not been feeling well as well, so I hope Dave is better tomorrow as well. But from Mark Forest to see, I love Mark. I love Mark Preston. This what result?
Just good emote. Good. What do you call those icon usage as well? It's just so good.
What?
That's the tree and the 2 stars.
Oh yes, legend. Thank you, Mark, for that. And Peter, again, thank you. He subscribed to your channel as well. So 3 people.
I love it. Well, thank you everyone for jumping on board.
He has as well. Who else? James Rock has subscribed as well to David. People, if you can, before we do go, make sure everyone subscribes to his channel. All you do is click on the link, subscribe. I heard David talk about his rugby. So, and because I know quite a lot of people love as well. I don't know where your friend is. Oh, what's his name again? The one who always super chats as well. He wants to watch, but I think he might rewatch it, if I'm honest. But,
the guy with the hat.
Yeah, the guy with the hat. Why do you want me to? Before we do, why would you want me to get that hat for?
Well, I just think you've just been wearing the same beanie for a long time.
This is a special beanie. I've got my hat that I've worn in the championship, and that is good.
That is so depressing that I can't remember the legend with the hat.
What's his name?
Goodness, he's such a legend. It's not an indicative. It's more indicative of me just not being able to remember stuff these days and getting old. But yeah, I want to see a new Forest beanie or something.
No. You're not. No. That's not happening. That is not happening.
Fair enough. We've got a nice comment here through from Jamie's Rock and Soul. Always go with your heart, not your head. 4-0 to the famous team. Come on, you Reds. I'll tell a funny story. I was at Brisbane Airport in Australia yesterday.
Stuart.
I'll tell the story whilst you look. Yeah, Stuart Campbell.
Quinn. No, Stuart Quinn.
Stuart Quinn. Oh, how can we forget Stuart Quinn?
How can we forget? You know what?
I'll tell this story.
You know what? He's such a top guy because he emailed me last night, and he sent me a lovely message, man. Lovely message, and it's good to have good messages. Because like I said, everyone knows, and even Aussie Dave knows. I go follow Forest everywhere, up and down the country, and it's all financed by me, and that's why with all the super chats I get, it helps me a lot going to Forest games. So I like I said, but I want to thank you everyone that takes time to work.
It's such a great service that you do for Nottingham Forest fans, Ben, because if you're not have the privilege of living in the UK and being able to get to games, a big way of being connected to the team is watching the DoreOntour vlogs and the way you capture the feelings and, you know, how you're feeling during the game. And it's the best when we win because you've just watched the match. Yes. Then you go back and watch the highlights, and then you're like, oh, I want to feel what it's like. Then you're like, oh, yeah. And then you watch DoreOntour, watch it along with Dave Asprey.
That frustrates me a lot. As well. Before you go, make sure you smash the like and subscribe, friend. Please do.
And then if this legend is watching, shout out to the guy at Brisbane Airport that was wearing his Nottingham Forest clothing. He was wearing last season's away jersey with pride, walking through the airport. And he gets a massive, come on, you Reds, just walking through the airport. And I think I made his day, but I don't think I made his girlfriend's day. She was just shaking her head going, oh, goodness.
Oh, this legend. And I got another super chat as well. And another legend, meeting you in Blackpool was awesome, Dore. Yes, absolutely legend, Jamie was. I think he did a short vlog as well. I think it was me. I think I took the PISS out of Des. You can say, oh, you do it. I was like, no, it's there. There's the other YouTuber. It's Des Oldham. But yeah, Jamie, thank you for the £2. Absolutely legend as well. £2, like I said. And as well, people, if you want to do a massive favor, click on the top link as well of the chat and support Amanda Gretton with a defibrillator for football. And that it will help us a lot. I know it's Christmas times now, but if you can, please help Amanda with all that, if you can, please. And as well, one more. Dave fans like me who can't go to matches very often, but it's here for us. Thank you very much for Spesh as well. I remember
I'll just connect you to the matches. So where we'll see the Look, so following the Forest epic 5-0 victory over Manchester City, Ben Dore will be very encouraged and invigorated. But the problem is when we win 5-0 over Man City, it'll be such a long editing job because he'll have to edit all of the reactions to all of the Nottingham Forest goals.
But I'll love it though, because with Forest win,
I love
David, you remember when we beat what game was it? When we beat Bristol City 2-1. And I tell her, I come back at I got back at Nottingham at 3 o'clock in the morning, got straight on my laptop, edited everything. Took me 3 hours. I had a 1 hour sleep. I'd get to training to work as well. That finished at 12. Oh, that was the best editing ever. Best.
Just got to get those videos live. All right, well, let's get out of here, Ben. Thank you everyone for watching.
Right, people, it's been a great show. Thank you as well. David's been a legend. Thank you, David. For what time is it? What time is it in Australia?
Oh, now that it's daylight saving in summer in Australia, it's the timing just lines up. It's 9:30 a.m. So
bloody hell. So,
get me on more pods.
I think David will be having a good day. I'll be going to have a nice sleep, and tomorrow I'll be going to Manchester on the coach with Malcolm and Callum. So watch out for the vlog. Watch out for the after game reaction. Hopefully we do win. I think we will win. Will I do a review show? I don't think I'll do a review show. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. If we win, I think I will. But see how I feel tomorrow. Right. It's been a bless. Thank you for everyone to take a part. Make sure you do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And if you are rewatching it, if you agree or disagree with everything that me and David said, please get in the comment section as well. Make sure everyone's, like I said, if you can, go and subscribe to David's channel, ET Stand Podcast. He talks about rugby on there. So please give it a follow. It's in the title. Click on it, subscribe. And if you do, please put your thumbs up as well. Can Forest win tomorrow? I cannot wait to head to Etihad for the third time. I'm praying to God Forest win. I'll see you tomorrow at Etihad Stadium, people. Peace and love. Up the Forest.
When you're ready.